você
The galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music. All hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
That's right, hero fans. DJ Mac Megahertz here, broadcasting across the galaxy from our studio, smack bang inside the lobby of the mighty Hero Factory. That's the huge fin-shaped skyscraper with the glowing H on the side of the building. You can't miss it. 1-888-4 Hero Factory is the number to call. If you have a monster or a villain problem you can't handle on your own, just dial the Hero Factory hotline and leave a short description of your problem. You can also hear the latest messages from the factory's top heroes. We'll be speaking to a few of them later on in the show and get all the important mission updates. Plus, every week we'll be choosing calls from the hotline and having them analyzed by actual Hero Factory mission managers. Who knows? You may get your call on the air. So get to dialing.
Hero Factory! It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
The galaxy's hottest radio station. You're back with Hero Factory FM. And with us in the studio, a group of heroes who really need no introduction. Legends of the Hero Factory. Veterans of countless missions. I'm, of course, talking about none other than the Alpha Team. Preston Stormer, Jimmy Stringer, and Duncan Bulk. Guys, welcome to the show.
Cool, man.
Yeah, quite the pleasure.
Great to be here.
It's actually taken us quite a while to get you on the show. In fact, in the past 12 months, you've refused 14 requests for interviews. For such high-profile heroes, you're surprisingly shy.
What do you mean by shy? You don't...
Well, you know, Mac, it's been a busy year. I don't think we've been in town more than a couple of days before we've had to set off again on another mission.
Shy. Never heard such
So
talk.
let's take a look at some of the highlights from last year then. Obviously the big one, the one that they're still talking about. Your battle against Cornelius Zoe and his army of tiger ants.
That was a big one.
For those listeners who aren't familiar with the particular mission, maybe you can briefly take us through it. Stormer?
Oh, sure. I'll briefly take you through it. Giant ants destroying city. Heroes show up. No more ants. That brief enough for you?
Well, that certainly was brief. Bulk, I believe you came up with an innovative counterattack that really saved the day against the tiger ants.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the listeners what that was?
Oh, yeah, the Crusher.
The Crusher! Hey, tell me, is that some sort of special hero move you've been developing at the factory?
Nah, it's a tank.
Oh.
Yeah, they saw the Crusher coming and took off. Never seen tiger ants move so fast.
Right. Well, Stringer, did you want to add anything?
No, sir, I'm cool.
Okay, another huge success for Alpha Team last year was your capture of notorious space pirate...
Incoming mission, Alpha Team.
Saved by the bell.
Sorry, Mac, gotta go. Duty calls.
Yeah, sorry. Bye-bye.
And there goes the hardest working hero team in the galaxy, the mighty Alpha Team. Preston Stormer, Jimmy Stringer, and Duncan Bulk off on another mission. Let's hope we can speak to them again real soon.
Hero Factory FM. DJ Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Let's go to the phones. Here with me now is Professor Nathaniel Zib, one of Hero Factory's most experienced mission managers. Professor Zib, welcome back to Hero Factory FM.
Well, thank you, Mac.
This is a little segment we like to do where we take a listen to just a few of the thousands of emergency calls that flood our switchboard every week and have a Hero Factory mission manager analyze the problem and offer some expert advice. Professor, you've been a mission manager now for how many years?
7 years. I'm responsible for Alpha Team, as well as some of the new rookie teams.
Alpha Team, huh? That's Stormer, Riff, and Bulk. They must be quite a handful.
Yes, they can be, but they're also extremely dedicated and our most accomplished heroes.
So they're on a mission now, called away in the middle of our interview, as a matter of fact. Shouldn't you be managing them?
I provide the team with their mission briefing and am present at the launch. After that, I keep tabs on the progress of the mission and can be contacted at any time if they require assistance.
Does that happen often?
With Stormer and his team, not often.
No, I can imagine. Let's go to the phones. Got your thinking cap on?
Ready when you are.
I've got a 5-headed, 6-armed, laser-shooting monster in my backyard, and it's trying to kill my cat, so I need some help.
Whoa! Quite a tricky situation for the young guy. What do you make of it, Professor?
That is an interesting one, Mac. The caller sounds like he's encountered a very rare type of Felinian Gorgon. These creatures are known to roam the galaxy, making contact with different feline species.
So what are you saying? This guy has traveled halfway across the universe just to play with someone's cat?
I realize it sounds a little strange, but the Felinians prize cats above all other species. So while it may look like the cat is in danger, I think the caller will find that the creature will simply pet the cat, and perhaps even present it with a gift.
No need to send out a hero team for that. Problem solved, huh, Professor?
Well, unless I'm mistaken and the creature is actually a Botha bear, in which case the cat would be eaten.
Interesting. On to the next caller then. What's happening here, Professor? Something about a rooster.
It seems these young men have been paid a visit by a villain well known to our intelligence team.
Let's take a listen.
He's a giant chicken named Snowflake, and he's eating everything. Oh, snap, he just blew up my house. And his eyes are bright red, and he shoots fire out of his nose. He can transform things into little tiny chickens.
I know that situation. Professor, what do you think?
We've actually been tracking this Snowflake character for some time now. He's your typical shapeshifter, and Snowflake is just one of his names. He also goes by Tinky Winky, Sam the Happy Squirrel, Clownface, and Craig Phillips. I've never heard of him destroying houses before, but he can be quite destructive. And the ability to turn objects into smaller versions of himself is just one of his tricks.
So what should people do if they come across this Snowflake dude?
Well, again, the caller did the right thing. He recorded the villain's name and physical description and contacted Hero Factory straight away. Obviously, we wouldn't advise approaching Snowflake. Best wait for the heroes to arrive and hope he doesn't do too much damage.
Though by the sounds of it, old Snowflake did a bit of renovating on their house. Let's hope they get Sam the Happy Squirrel next time. Professor Nathaniel Zib, thanks for coming in.
Oh, it was my pleasure, Mac.
Hero Factory FM.
Next week on the show, we go live on mission to meet hot new rookie Will Furno. Along with all our other great regular features, it's going to be a huge show, so don't miss it.
Hero Factory. It's 9 in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Pra você.
The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music, all hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
That's right, hero fans. DJ Mac Megahertz here, broadcasting across the galaxy from our studio, smack bang, inside the lobby of the mighty Hero Factory. That's the huge fin-shaped skyscraper with the glowing H on the side of the building. You can't miss it. 1-888-4-HERO-FACTORY is the number to call. If you have a monster or a villain problem you can't handle on your own, just dial the Hero Factory hotline and leave a short description of your problem. Who knows? You may get your call on the air. So get dialing. 1-888-4-HERO-FACTORY is the number to call.
Hero Factory on Hero Factory FM.
And it's another massive show we've got for you today, hero fans. We catch up with hot new hero rookie Will Furno on mission. And of course, we'll be analyzing the latest emergency phone calls with mission manager Professor Nathaniel Zib. It all adds up to one heck of a show, so stay tuned.
Hero Factory.
No other news service gets you closer to the action than Makahiro City's own 24-hour Hero News Network, featuring multi-award-winning reporter Zed Clickstart.
Join me as I go live on the scene with Hero Factory heroes doing battle with the galaxy's worst villains.
I am Toph, ruler of the Ular Quadrant.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm Will Furno, owner of the dual fire shooter.
Exclusive interviews with heroes in the midst of monster battles. So what do you do when the beasts charge at you like this? Run!
Get out of the way, moron.
Hero Factory.
Hero News Network. No other news source gets you closer to the hero action.
And I can assure you it's quite a ride. You're tuned in to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station.
Hero Hero Factory FM.
Hold on to your seats, Hero fans, because we are in for a treat with this next segment. Right now, we're going to cross live to the desert planet Fabulox 18, where hero rookie Will Furno is on a training mission. Will Furno, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. It's great to talk to you.
Will, everybody's referring to you as the next Preston Stormer. How's training shaping up?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm the next Preston Stormer, but training's going okay. We're currently on a mission to remove fuel cells from a high-security compound.
Sounds fairly straightforward. Have you seen any villains or monsters yet, or is it just a walk in the park? Sorry, a walk in the desert.
No villains yet, I can assure you. It's hot enough without them. But other than that, we're...
Unauthorized movement ahead.
Whoa, hang on a sec, Mac. We might just be seeing some action right now. Switching to zero light.
Zero light activated.
You see, listeners, this is why DJ Mac in the Morning is the #1 radio show in the galaxy. Will Furno, hero rookie, about to come up against his very first villain.
Maintain course, heading 069er, distance 200 feet. Take immediate cover.
Whoa! Will Furno, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here, Mac. We're taking some fire. But I think...
Course broken.
What?
Mission failed. End of exercise. Report immediately to manager.
What do you mean mission fail? I held my course, come on.
Furno, what's going on?
Sorry, Mac. Exercise is over. Gotta go back to the start and do it again.
I don't get it. I thought you were on Fabulox 18.
Oh, no. Just a simulation of Fabulox 18. I'm in a training sphere. Look up, Mac.
Oh, of course.
How you doing down there?
I think I need another cup of hot oil.
Yeah, me too.
Listeners, as you're well aware, we broadcast daily from the lobby of Hero Factory, and anyone familiar with the lobby will know that the high-tech training spheres, which are capable of generating precise simulations of planets and battle zones, hang just above the reception, right above our very heads, as a matter of fact. Well, you had me fooled, Mr. Will Furno.
I'm sorry I couldn't complete the mission for all your listeners, Mac.
Not a problem, rookie. We're sure there'll be plenty of successful missions for you in the future. And I'm not just talking about the training spheres either.
Hope so. See you later, Mac.
Didn't I tell you this was going to be a show and a half? Well, we're not done yet. Coming up, Professor Nathaniel Zib analyzes your calls on...
DJ Mac in the Morning on Hero Factory FM. The hottest mix of heroes and hits on Hero Factory FM.
Professor, I gotta say, my circuits are still amped from the last segment. And you're a mission manager. You experience that kind of thing every day? How do you cope?
Well, you do have to be on your game, Mac, but experience helps.
I'll say. And that Will Furno, no luck today, but very much a star on the rise.
Oh, absolutely. He'll do fine. He may just have been a little distracted by your show.
Well, I do have that effect on people. So, Professor, what's been going down on the hotline this week? Any more giant chickens?
No giant chickens this week, Mac, but we do have a mutant panda.
Mutant panda? Let's go to that tape.
It's a panda, a mutant panda, with a wooden long backpack with large pieces of dynamite in it that he throws, and he blows up many enemies with it. And his name is Pandemonium.
What is the galaxy coming to when even sweet, cuddly pandas are cruising around in spaceships causing trouble?
It is indeed a peculiar situation, Mac. Pandemonium has been on our radar for quite a while. He was responsible for the raid on the bamboo planet of Zaron.
Oh, I've heard of this guy. Didn't he pull that art heist in Stellix City National Gallery 2 months ago?
No, you're thinking of Interpolar Bear, the cat burglar. He wears a disguise so that people think he's a panda.
A polar bear cat burglar who dresses like a panda? Let's take another call.
Hi, Hero Factory. Well, I have this evil, giant black monster thing, and it stands on my front lawn, and it's huge, and it shouts, "I am Von Nebula," and then it smashes my house, and one time it smashed my house. He's coming right now. Bye.
Von Nebula, huh? Only the most evil villain in the galaxy.
Quite.
Tell me you managed to get this guy.
Not yet, I'm afraid, Mac. Upon arriving at the caller's house, the hero team was disappointed to find that he had gotten away once again.
What's the guy got? Some sort of interdimensional portal that he can just travel through to get away?
Well, yes.
Oh.
Yes, according to our intelligence, Von Nebula has managed to acquire a portable black hole. This enables him to travel swiftly and largely undetected through the galaxy. He also has 5 very dangerous henchmen, Explode, Rota, Thunder, Meltdown, and Corroda, who travel with him. Very dangerous creatures.
So I guess we haven't heard the last of that guy. You're listening to
Hero Factory FM.
And our thanks to Professor Nathaniel Zib for another week of compelling analysis. Next week on the show, we chat with Hero Factory's longest-serving employee, Sid Asimo. Along with all our other regular features, it's going to be a huge show, so don't miss it.
Hero Factory. It's back in the morning on Hero Factory FM. The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music. All hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
That's right, Hero fans. DJ Mac Megahertz here, broadcasting across the galaxy from our studio, smack bang, inside the lobby of the mighty Hero Factory. That's the huge fin-shaped skyscraper with a glowing H on the side of the building. You can't miss it. 1-888-4-HERO Factory is the number to call. If you have a monster or a villain problem you can't handle on your own, just dial the Hero Factory hotline and leave a short description of your problem. Who knows? You may get your call on the air.
Mutant Panda got you down, being harassed by galactic clowns. Call 1-888 for Hero Factory. Dial the number now.
Well, if you thought the last two shows were massive, hold on to your hoverboards, Hero fans. We have an exclusive interview with the Hero Factory's longest-serving employee, Sid Asimo, a veteran of the furnace, the engine room of the factory. He'll be dropping by a little later on in the show. But coming up next, Professor Nathaniel Zib and your calls.
Hero Factory and popular Planet Earth toy company LEGO have joined forces to bring you the first ever Hero Factory action figures. Now you can purchase all your favorite heroes from Alpha Team, as well as hot new rookies Furno, Surge, and Breeze, and relive famous missions of the past. Preston Stormer, what do you think of your LEGO Hero Factory action figure?
It's a little small, isn't it?
A new LEGO Hero Factory action figures available now at all good toy stores across the galaxy.
This is DJ Mac in the Morning, and you're tuned in to
DJ Mac in the Morning on Hero Factory FM.
And we welcome back Professor Nathaniel Zib analyzing Hero Factory's emergency hotline call of the week. It's a segment we like to call
Professor Nathaniel Zib, analyzing Hero Factory's emergency hotline call of the week.
We really need to come up with some better promos, huh? Professor, hey, great you're here.
Oh, pleasure to be here, Mac.
Busy week for the factory?
Well, busy as ever.
Well, then let's see if we can make it a little busier, shall we?
Fire at will.
I have a gigantic frog problem that keeps eating my footballs.
Short, but to the point. Professor?
Not a lot to work with there. But if I were sending heroes out on a mission like this, experience tells me that you have multiple objectives. First, the most important task is
retrieve the football.
No, you would neutralize the frog. At this time of year, giant frogs are in plague-like numbers on many planets in the Milky Way system.
And the next objective would obviously be to retrieve the football.
Scan the surrounds in case there are other frogs in the area, securing each sector block by block and ensuring residents remain indoors until the sweep is completed.
And then?
And then, if still intact, retrieve the caller's football and return it to him.
Maybe play a little catch?
I doubt there would be much time to play a little catch, as you say.
Ah, come on, Professor. How many hero teams you got flying around the galaxy? Surely they got a bit of time to hang out with the fans.
Well, depending on the caseload back at the factory, it's possible, I suppose. But we don't encourage the heroes to delay too long before returning to base. There are procedures to follow.
Professor, just yanking your chain.
Oh, Mac.
Thanks very much for coming in. Same time next week?
But of course.
Professor Nathaniel Zib there, taking your calls and returning your balls. Every week on the galaxy's hottest radio station.
Hero Factory FM.
What do you get when you cross top performers from Makahiro City's Dance Academy with the top performers from Makahiro City's Hero Factory? You get Hero Factory TV's hottest primetime half-hour, Dancing with the Heroes. Watch Bulk tackle the tango with tantalizing Tina.
Oh, sorry, lady.
See Supremely Smooth Stringer strutting his stuff with the sultry Sabrina.
You know, sweet thing, I make us look good.
And witness Preston Stormer loses cool with the judges.
2 left feet, huh? I'll give you 2 left feet.
Dancing with the Heroes, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central on your #1 hero network, Hero Factory TV.
Ah, good old Stormer. That's the one hero you don't want to mess with. You're tuned into
The hottest mix of heroes and hits on Hero Factory FM.
I'd like to retract that last statement where I referred to Preston Stormer as old. He is absolutely not old. So Stormer, if you could stop calling our switchboard, we'd greatly appreciate it. Now get this, hero fans. My next guest is the longest-serving employee in the history of Hero Factory. Though he may not be well known to many, Sid Asimo is a legend among Hero Factory staff. He started here 92 years ago working in the furnace, and remarkably, he still works there today. 92 years in what is known as the engine room of the factory, where the material for the heroes' armor, helmets, gadgets, and weapons are created and molded. And with giant kilns, furnaces, and machinery going at full steam 24 hours a day, it is the noisiest department in the factory. Very few are able to put up with the heat and the noise for very long, let alone 92 years. So it is with great pleasure that we welcome Sid Asimo to our Hero Factory FM. Sid, what an amazing career you've had. Sid? Are his headphones on? Sid? Sid!
What?
I was just saying, you've had a marvelous career.
Huh?
You've had a marvelous career.
My mother's a what?
Oh, God. You're listening to
Hero Factory FM. Small talking minutes, stressed in Mac City. Hero Factory FM.
And not surprisingly, that's all we have time for this week. But tune in again next time
For another massive show.
where we hear the extraordinary tale of a villain who now works alongside Hero Factory mission managers, helping them in their battle against the bad guys. Incredible stuff.
Until next time, hero fans.
Hero Factory. It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music. All hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
That's right, hero fans. DJ Mac Megahertz here, broadcasting across the galaxy from our studio, smack bang inside the lobby of the mighty Hero Factory. 1-888-4-HERO Factory. If you have a monster or a villain problem you can't handle on your own, that is the number to dial to leave a short description of your problem. Who knows? You might get your call on the air. So get to dialing. And keep those shout-outs coming too. 1-888-4-HERO Factory, the number to dial. You know, hero fans, just when I think this show can't get any bigger, along comes a guest that just blows my circuits. Gargantuan Smash. Previously one of the galaxy's worst villains, now incredibly working alongside Hero Factory mission managers. It's an amazing story, so make sure you stay tuned to the #1 mix of heroes and hits.
Hey, Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Hey, Miles, this is Callan. I was just giving a shout out to you happy birthday and telling you good luck with Sabrina.
Oh my gosh! It's a huge flying alien! And it's
Yellow with poison stingers, destroying the local mall.
5 o'clock in the morning, and there is a huge monster.
Just a few of the hundreds of calls we receive every week at the Hero Factory Emergency Hotline. Help is really just a phone call away. But let's cross live now to Zed Clickstart and his Hero News team for the latest Hero Factory mission updates. It's a new segment we like to call
Zed Clickstart and his Hero News team for the latest Hero Factory mission updates.
You've just taken what I said and put it to music. Why don't you just write something? Like I asked you. Oh, we're back. Zed Clickstart, our man on the scene.
Affirmative. You're joining me live on mission with Gamma Team as they prepare to do battle with a horde of rampaging Nashers.
Sounds kind of dangerous, Zed. I hope you're not too close to the action.
As always, Mac, I'm in the thick of the action.
Keep your head down!
Even though the enemy is close by, Zed Clickstart and the Hero News Network team are on the scene. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Flames are all around me. It's on me.
And we seem to have lost contact with Zed and the team there. Probably just a minor malfunction. We'll try and speak with him again a little later on in the show. In the meantime, you're tuned to
Hero Factory FM. Hero Factory on Hero Factory FM.
It's just like completely toast. Welcome back to Hero Factory FM. You're with the galaxy's favorite DJ, yours truly, Mac Megahertz. Hero fans, I don't think we've ever had a guest quite like our next one. Only 12 months ago, Gargantuan Smash was at the top of the Hero Factory Most Wanted list. And today, he spends his time, now get this, assisting Hero Factory mission managers track down and capture villains and monsters across the galaxy. But before we speak with Mr. Smash, let's quickly review his villainous past.
I am Gargantuan Smash. Kneel before me in terror. Load my ship with your planet's sacred jewels and idols.
Take them all, but please don't hurt her.
Where is the plastic toy in my super meal?
I'm sorry, sir. That promotion ended last week.
Pretty damning stuff. Gargantuan Smash. How do you go from being one of the galaxy's worst villains to working alongside the Hero Factory mission managers?
Well, Mac, a life-changing moment. About 12 months ago, my gang and I were laying waste to a planet in the Mechanoid belt when, all of a sudden, we came across a magnificent diamond-encrusted temple jutting out of the white desert sands.
And you couldn't bring yourself to destroy it?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. We tore that place apart. But I remember feeling bored.
Okay. And has working for Hero Factory given you the fulfillment you were seeking?
Well, not really, but the hours are good, and the work allows me to pursue my greatest passion in life.
And what might that be?
Poetry.
Poetry, right. Why does that not surprise me?
If you'll indulge me, Mac, I'd like to share some of my words with you.
Unfortunately, we're out of time this week, but I think...
Shooting star.
My special thanks to Gargantuan Smash for an illuminating interview. Coming up, Nathaniel Zib's Call of the Week on...
Wake up to Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Well, here's hoping Professor Nathaniel Zib can provide some sense in his weekly segment.
Zib's Emergency Call of the Week.
Well, at least it's a little better than last week's jingle. Professor, please tell me you've got a straightforward call for us this week.
Well, there's no such thing as a straightforward villain or monster problem, but let's go to the tape.
Hey, that's my line.
All right, he is red. He's about 11 feet tall, maybe 12. He's got 6 arms and 6 legs, and his head looks like a dragon. And my problem is he is terrorizing my school, and I need backup. So please help.
So, you've got a dragon messing with your school. What are you going to do?
In this situation, the caller did the right thing. He didn't try to approach the creature, and obviously contacted the Hero Factory immediately.
Who turned up and blasted the creature back to the Middle Ages.
No, absolutely not. In a situation like this, Hero Factory heroes would subdue the creature and transport it back to its lair. And it doesn't sound like the dragon is causing too much damage, so the extraction should be fairly simple.
And of course, the school would have to be evacuated for the day, so everybody wins. And that's how we like them here on Hero Factory FM. Professor Nathaniel Zib, thanks for your time.
Yeah, toodle pip.
Yeah, tune in again next week for another massive show. We'll be featuring a brand new segment where we look at a famous mission of the past and speak to the heroes who were there in the thick of the action. It's going to be a huge program, so don't miss it. Here's DJ Mac Megahertz signing off.
Hero Factory, it's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Pra você.
The galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music. All hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
That's right, Hero fans. DJ Mac Megahertz here. And you're back with another episode of
Hero Factory. It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
And it's a crackerjack show we've got lined up for you today. Some of Hero Factory's most famous heroes will be stopping by to relive past glories. Some essential listening there. So stay tuned, Hero fans.
Gary and Michelle Ziedelbach from Cherith 9, two more satisfied customers of Hero Factory.
16-foot high.
17, dear.
That's right, 17-foot high Arcadian sand snakes.
3 of them at our school fair.
Well, they destroyed a cake stand.
And the jumping castle.
Yeah, that too. And they ate all the pies for the pie eating contest.
Well, we immediately called Hero Factory, and they were just brilliant.
You see, they took our details and had a team on the scene within the hour.
They even stayed around afterwards and took part in the sack race. And won.
Yeah, they did.
If you have a problem like Gary and Michelle, call Hero Factory on 1-888-4-HERO Factory. Hero Factory heroes are specially built to battle all kinds of villains and monsters. That's 1-888-4-HERO Factory.
But let's go to the phones and take a quick call from our 1-888-4-HERO Factory emergency hotline. Professor Nathaniel Zib, live from Mission Control. What's the latest from the call center?
Well, a call has actually just come in, and I have to say, Mac, it's one that's rather disturbing.
Sounds ominous. Let's go to the tape.
I'm having trouble with a math teacher. It's giving way too much math homework, and it's life-threatening, so...
Well, I've heard of some shocking emergency phone calls in my time, Professor, but that one? Whoa! I mean, poor kid. Tell me we can help this guy.
I was as stunned as you are, Mac, and have dispatched 3 hero teams to the caller's location. We hope to have the teacher detained in our maximum security villain facility by the end of the day.
Bravo! Woo! And let that be a lesson to all those rogue teachers out there who think they can enslave the children of planet Earth with equations and algebra and long multiplication. Hero Factory will not stand for it! And we'll be hearing more from Professor Nathaniel Zib later on in the show. You're tuned to
Hero Factory FM.
This is the Galactic Service broadcasting to 47 systems around the universe. We now return you to Hero Factory and live mission broadcasts.
Heroes, this giant living cloud has almost completely swallowed the sun. We need to move now before it finishes its meal. Carter, Flint, fall back to the outer rim of... Wait a second. Activate traction boots.
Leave now. The sun is mine.
Sorry, Buster. We got other orders. Carter, fire it up. Roger that, number 1.
Your contraption will not work on me. I am Sun Eater.
Oh, I beg to differ, Mr. Eater. Flint, give me turbo power.
With pleasure, do so, buddy. Sucks to be him right now.
Oh, sucks to be him right now. A brilliant line from a brilliant hero. Joining me in the studio, 2 of the voices from that mission. Hero veterans Deuce Carter and Oscar Flint. Guys, it's an honor to have you on the show.
Our pleasure.
Thanks, Mac. We just heard a clip from one of the most famous missions ever broadcast. You guys must miss those days.
Oh, absolutely. Oscar and I went on to become team leaders.
That's right.
But we always cherished our first few years under Thelonious Fox.
Thelonious Fox, a legend of the factory.
Yeah.
Where is the fabulous Mr. Fox these days? I heard a rumor about work with the mysterious hero Recon team.
Well, we could tell you where he is.
But then you'd have to kill me, right?
If we knew where he was, and we don't.
Oh. Well, if you're out there listening, Hero Veteran Fox, we'd love to hear from you. Deuce Carter, Oscar Flint, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you, sir.
Our pleasure.
We're going to end with a clip from another of the famous missions, the rescue of the King of Saturn from the hideous Gorgon of Neptune.
You remember that?
Sure do.
Hey! Gorgon, hand over the king.
Never. Well, when you put like that, Gorgon give back king. Maybe Gorgon go now.
Classic stuff. If only all missions were that simple. We're back after this with more from the Galaxy's #1 mix of heroes and hits.
Hero Factory
It's a bullfrog about the size of a large husky dog. There's a giant squid that grabbed my sister and ate it. He's attacking my home.
And I am dripping with goop right now. I need a hero. Fast.
If you have a villain or monster problem you can't handle on your own, call 1-888-4-HERO Factory. Hero Factory, the Galaxy's one-stop shop for the effective elimination of evil.
You're back with a Mac.
Before we sign off, let's drop in again on Professor Nathaniel Zib in Mission Control. Professor, what's cooking on the hotline?
I've just been handed this emergency phone in, fresh from the call center.
No time to wait. Let's go to the tape. Is it just me, or was that...
Absolute gibberish. We have no idea what the caller was talking about. None of our operators can identify the dialect being spoken, and we think we may have actually discovered an entirely new language.
You mean like Mercurian?
Oh, we fear this could be much worse than anything from Mercury, Mac. This could take us some time.
Well, good luck with that, Professor.
We'll be needing it.
We'll be sure to check back with you again in our next episode when we'll be meeting the organizers of the Hero Factory Fan Club. If you thought you were a dedicated Hero fan, wait till you get a load of these nuts. I mean, folks. Be sure to tune in to the Galaxy's hottest radio station.
Hero Factory. It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Pra você. The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music. All hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
Hey, 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 Hero fans. DJ Mac Megahertz here, and you're back with another episode of...
Hero Factory. It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
So you consider yourself a true Hero fan, huh? Well, wait till you get a load of these guys. AJ Lightfuse and Jacinta Bolt are the heads of the official Hero Factory fan club. And as you can hear, they're pretty passionate. So guys, tell me what being a Hero Factory fan is all about.
Okay. Well, just being inside the building is a huge honor. It's our first time.
And we're on Hero Factory.
Hi, Mom.
Okay. But I don't get it. Are you telling me that you've never actually been to Hero to the building before? But you're the heads of the fan club.
Oh, we've been to the building before, but not inside.
Oh.
Yeah, just on top.
I'm sorry. What? You've been on top of the building, but that's a restricted area. How did you get up there?
Oh, we climbed.
You climbed?
Mm-hmm. It took a few days.
A few days?
But we eventually made it. It's so cool up there.
Oh, yeah. We saw dropships and flight crews and even some hero teams. We would have seen a lot more, but then the guards came.
That's like a major breach of security. How were you given access to the building for this interview?
Well, we sort of weren't, but we were allowed into the building as long as we had an escort.
You mean those 12 guys standing outside the booth aren't members of your fan club?
No, they're heavily armed guards.
I see. So then, hey, who's your favorite hero?
Oh, we're restricted from talking about any individual heroes or even mentioning their names due to a temporary restraining order.
Okay. AJ, Jacinta, thanks so much for coming in. I imagine we'll be hearing about you in the news at some stage in the very near future. And you're tuned to Hero Factory. FM. I'm DJ Mac Megahertz. There's plenty more to come, so stick around. I am fearless. I am heroic. I am strong. I am...
Bulk. Essence of a hero. The new eau de toilette from Hero Factory. Available exclusively at Hero Factory Concept Store, Makahiro City.
I gotta tell you, I don't mind a bit of bulk every now and again. I can't believe I just said that. You're tuned to
Hero Factory FM.
Hello, my name is Jacob Davis, and I have just encountered destroying the local mall. This is a very urgent message.
And it is infecting the others with the virus that's turning them into zombicide.
Oh my god, it's attacking me! It's
What a show! Let's try and inject a little control into the proceedings, a little mission control, perhaps. Oh, Megahertz needs a mega holiday. Okay, Professor Nathaniel Zib, what's happening on the emergency hotline?
A very surprising call has just come through, as a matter of fact, Mac. A ravenous villain we've not heard from for a long time.
Interesting. Roll the tape.
Name Hobo Jenkins. Very big, round, blubbery. Details of the situation. He is eating all the food in my fridge, leaving nothing from grocery stores available.
Hobo Chinku. Well, that is a laser blast from the past. I thought this guy had checked into a clinic for problem eaters.
Oh, he did. And then he ate the clinic.
So now you gotta send some heroes out to stop him from going on a galaxy-wide feeding frenzy, huh?
And he will feed on anything, Mac. Spaceships, buildings, vehicles, trees, you name it. But it's not the eating part you have to worry about with Hobo Chinku. It's the waste.
What do you mean?
How do I put this? You know that space station that disappeared last year out by the Zappa asteroid belt? And the large moon that appeared in its place?
Yeah?
That's no moon.
So what are you saying? The moon is actually just a giant pile of...
Hobo Chinku.
Oh.
Exactly.
Well, I think I speak on behalf of everyone when I say get every available team on this giant doo-doo factory right away.
We've got Epsilon team on his tail as we speak, Mac.
But hopefully not too close to his tail.
Oh, Mac.
Professor Nathaniel Zib there, rallying the troops and scooping the poops on the Galaxy's #1 radio show.
Hero Factory
Hey. Yo, hi, this is Matthew Wise, and I wanted to say hi to Peter, my best friend. We are both fans of Hero Factory.
Just one of those mini shout-outs folks have been leaving on the Hero Factory hotline. 1-888-4-HERO Factory. The number to say hi to a friend or your best friend on the radio. Yours truly, DJ Mac Megahertz. And that's all we have time for this week. On our next show, we'll be speaking with a Hero Factory designer who comes up with all those amazing hero gadgets. As always, it's going to be essential listening, so don't miss it.
Hero Factory. It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Pra você. The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music, all hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
Good morning, hero fans. DJ Mac Megahertz here, and you're back with another episode of...
Wake up to Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Another week, another massive show. Our special guest is Dr. Calvin Metrick, the head of Hero Factory's gadget design team. That's coming up a little later in the program, but right now we're going to cross live to intrepid Hero News Network reporter Zed Clickstart, recently out of hospital and embedded with Sierra team on the treacherous planet of Vidion. Zed, great to have you back on the show.
Roger that. I am indeed back where I belong, on the front lines with Sierra team as they search for the ferocious acid snake of Vidion. Team leader Tad Breakspear, you're a veteran.
Go away.
Focused and dedicated, the leader of Sierra team there. Let's move over to weapons expert Bart Ellery, a hero renowned for his perfect strike rate. Bart, how do you maintain such an impressive record?
I eliminate distractions. You get me? Punk.
Of course, a brilliant strategy. And speaking of strategy, here's Master Tactician Nate Burgess. Nate, what's your plan for locating and rounding up this terrible beast?
Well, this instrument here tracks movement. When we get close, the tone becomes more frequent. Then we use a decoy to lure the snake.
Decoy! Brilliant!
Contact 50 feet.
As if on cue, the team have made contact with the vicious acid snake. We're about to see some action live on your Hero News Network.
Now, the best thing for you to do, Zed, is stay here while we fall back behind that large pile of dirt over there.
Roger that. And then it's send out the decoy?
Yeah.
On the front lines, in the thick of the action, Zed Clickstart and the Hero News Network team await the arrival of the Decoy, which will lure one of the galaxy's most terrible monsters from great gas of Uranus.
I tell you, that's Zed Clickstart. He gets all the good stories. And we'll be hearing more from Zed at some point. Maybe. You're tuned in to Mako Hero City's #1 mix of heroes and hits.
Hero Factory FM.
Gadget designer Calvin Metric is coming up next. But first, let's check in with Professor Nathaniel Zib over at Hero Factory's Mission Control. Professor, what's cooking on the hotline?
A rather disturbing call, as a matter of fact, Mac, and one which has several of the mission managers a little spooked.
Well, I'm kind of reluctant to say this, but let's go to the tape.
Hola, my name is Bill. I like to sing into phone.
As you can hear, Mac, the caller is singing...
Completely out of tune.
Well, yes, but we fear the most disturbing thing is...
The lyrics?
That he may have been corrupted by a villain known as Cowell.
You've had other calls like this?
Oh, yes. Take a listen.
I'm speechless. This is truly awful.
Oh, then there's this one.
Professor, stop. Stop.
Yes, sorry about that, Mac. And those are the ones we could broadcast. It's just that the listeners need to know that this villain, Cowell, travels the galaxy seeking out those with a measure of talent and then manipulates his victims, turning them into mindless slaves. These calls you're hearing are clearly a cry for help.
Isn't there something we could do, Professor?
We've got our best heroes on it, Mac. But this Cowell is a slippery, fiendish villain. It won't be easy.
Well, the future of music and the sanity of the galaxy citizens depend on it. But no pressure.
Okay.
I think we need to take a quick break and recharge the circuits. Literally.
He is an artist of uncompromising integrity, whose words have the power to inspire billions.
Like 2 stars in the night sky. Her eyes are small pinpricks of light.
She is a legend of the stage, a best-selling singer, famous in 120 galactic systems. Together, they're this year's most acclaimed musical act, a unique mix of poetry and opera.
Unless you eat like space wolves.
Gargantuan Smash and Lydia Zahula are Semi-Quasar. Live at Makahiro Dome.
Gargantuan Smash? You gotta be kidding me. God. You're back with the Mac. And on to our special guest. Dr. Calvin Metric is Hero Factory's head of gadget design, which has to be one of the coolest jobs going around. And especially for all you Hero fans out there, he's brought in a brand new gadget, fresh from the design lab. What do you got there, Doc?
This is an example of a gadget we're calling a deatomizer.
Whoa, that sure is heavy.
I'd be careful with that. It is only a prototype.
It's fine, Doc. What's it do?
When the user presses the green button...
This green button? Ah, Doc, what's going on?
As I was saying, when the user presses the green button, he is effectively deatomized, meaning that he separates into several thousand pieces.
How do you get me back together again?
Well, as I mentioned, this is just a prototype, so we haven't developed the atomizer part of it yet.
What?
Sorry, Mac. I'll make you an appointment in the assembly tower first thing. I think this is your flux capacitor. I'll just see myself out, shall I, Mac?
Hey, hopefully we'll be back next week with another exciting program.
If I can, get it together. You're tuned in to
Hero Factory. It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Hey, grab that. No, give me that.
Pra você. The galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music.
All hero talk.
You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
That's right, DJ Mac Megahertz here. Back together and back on the airwaves with another massive episode. We're going to be talking with avant-garbage filmmaker Tibor Terrell about his new Hero Factory film project and catch an exclusive sneak preview, which should be interesting since this is a radio show. It's all happening on...
Wake up to Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
You know, every so often we like to take a look at just some of the thousands of fan letters we receive each week here at Hero Factory FM. It serves to boost my ego while validating your interest in our show. This first letter is from Crixian from the Edo system. Crixian writes, "The show is awesome. The heroes are cool, and I love the special guests. Could we have less of the DJ and more..." Clearly he's been listening to one of the other Hero radio shows, probably Factory Rock FM. They have a really annoying DJ. Veldine from Stellic City writes, "There's no way those emergency calls are real. A mutant panda? Come on. Do you think we're stupid or something?" Well, I gotta tell you, Veldine, in all honesty, we couldn't make these calls up if we tried. You say them, we play them. That's our policy here on Hero Factory FM. They're as authentic as the Titaxium bolt in my endoskeleton. And on to our last letter from the backwards planet of Reverso. This one is from You're Lame, who writes, "Susan." Huh? I get it. Well, thank you, Susan. What are you gonna do? Haters gonna hate. Stick around, Hero fans. You're tuned to
DJ Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
visionary, uncompromising, genius. None of these words have ever been used to describe my next guest, avant-garbage filmmaker Tibor Terrell, currently applying the finishing touches to his latest project, a top-secret film about Hero Factory. Tibor has taken time out to pull back the curtain and reveal some of what we'll be seeing in the galaxy's mega multiplexes very soon. Tibor, welcome to the show.
The pleasure is all mine, Mac.
It certainly is.
Your show is very popular among my film crew. I myself have never listened to it, preferring the purity of opera singer Lydia Zohula. I find her work with the poet Gargantuan Smash to be sublime.
Well, I would have said substandard, but let's talk about your latest project, a film about the mighty Hero Factory. Why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about what has, up until now, been a heavily guarded secret?
Certainly, Mac. I can barely contain my enthusiasm. Today, I'm very proud to announce the arrival of the biggest, most ambitious film project ever undertaken in the galaxy.
Bigger than, let's say, Clavatar?
Of course.
Bigger than Lord of the Rings of Saturn?
Considerably.
Crouching Six-Headed Tiger, Hidden Dragon Bear?
It will pale in comparison.
What about when Haxi met Zaxi?
I'm not familiar with that particular work.
Yeah, I guess that was a few years ago. So, Tibor, don't leave us hanging. What is this groundbreaking masterpiece that you've created?
Hero Factory, the musical.
That's it, I'm out of here.
Many films and television shows have been made about Hero Factory, but never a musical.
Gee, I wonder why.
Putting their story to song will paint the heroes in a totally new color.
Is it the color brown?
Their lives, their laughs, their loves.
Can I get a bucket in here?
All will be on show in this once-in-a-lifetime extravaganza.
I can't believe we bumped the emergency calls for this. So, Tibor, I believe you brought in a special clip from the film.
Once again, you are not wrong, Mac. The exclusive trailer for Hero Factory is the musical. Your listeners will be the first in the galaxy to experience the majesty of this richly textured masterpiece.
Right. Well, then let's go to the tape. I would warn any listeners who've recently had a core transplant or are bothered by disturbing content, you should probably tune out for the next couple of minutes.
On a ship bound for paradise. A playground of the rich and famous. Evil will be unleashed.
Captain, movement off the starboard bow.
Good grief, Jensen, is that?
No, it couldn't be.
Hot to port, immediately.
I say, Laura, if I'm not mistaken, that looks remarkably like a giant pile of...
Mayday! Mayday! This is the Galactic Supercruiser Advance. We're under attack from the ravenous Hobo Jenkins. Can anyone hear us? Anyone?
Hero Factory, please state your emergency.
From the mind of Tibor Terrell, the acclaimed director of Last Tango in Pluto, Hannah and her three-headed sisters, and Cadrox vs. Cadrox, comes a daring and innovative film about the galaxy's most famous evil-busting organization, Hero Factory, the musical. Featuring Fabian Dion as Preston Stormer.
Fear not, Captain, and gather your crew. You'll have no more problems from Hobo Jenkins. Stringer, bulk, formations, please. Prepare to make mincemeat of this ravenous beast.
Chip Foster as the rookie Will Furno.
Take that, you monster. Go back from where you came. I might be just a rookie, but I'm a hero all the same.
And Sabrina McCann as his love interest, Natalie Breeze.
What must I do to reach him? How many villains must I snare? Will Furno please notice me? Tell me how much you care.
An all-star cast, spectacular visual effects, with music and choreography from the award-winning team of Kibosh and Slimmerman. The must-see film of the holiday season has to be Hero Factory, the musical.
Together, united, the spirit of the team. Evil never triumphs over Hero Factory.
Tibor. Oh, there were many, including myself, who didn't think you could top last year's documentary, The Secret Life of Moonrocks. But you've clearly surpassed that effort with Hero Factory, the musical.
Thank you, Mac. I hope the fans feel the same way about the film as you do.
Oh, and I'm sure they will. Tibor Terrell, it's been an experience. For those of you still listening, you're tuned to
Hero Factory FM.
And fortunately, that's all we have time for on this week's show. Next week, it's back to the serious business of battling evil monsters and villains. In light of recent attacks by Von Nebula and his crew in the Deltari Quadrant, Hero Factory has upgraded their threat status. So we'll be speaking with an agent from the very secretive Hero Recon team about what Hero Factory is doing to get these guys. Until next time, this is DJ Mac Megahertz, signing off.
Hero Factory, it's Mac in the morning. On Hero Factory FM.
Pra você. The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music. All hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
And this is the Galaxy's favorite DJ, yours truly, Mac Megahertz, back with another mega episode destined to blow your sockets off. An agent from Hero Factory's covert ops division, Hero Recon team, will be joining us in the studio to discuss the evil Von Nebula. It's going to be one heck of a ride, so strap yourselves in.
Hero Factory, it's Mac in the morning. On Hero Factory FM.
The Maku Hero City Traffic Report, proudly brought to you by Upstart, the original maglev home repair kit.
This is Tip Montrose in the Hero Factory FM hoverpod. Rush hour traffic is moving slowly along the Makuro, Broad, and Jubilee expressways. A minor accident involving a police vehicle and ice cream vendor has reduced traffic to a crawl on the L29, and roadworks on Makahiro Boulevard are causing a few headaches for workers on their morning commute into Hero Factory. Skyline traffic is running smoothly with clear skies all around. All in all, a beautiful morning to be cruising above the city.
What's the holdup, moron?
Yeah, your motherboard's a sense!
Upstart maglev home repair kits, proud sponsors of the Maku Hero City Traffic Report. If it's not Upstart, it probably won't start.
From a pod to a scooter to a go-kart. Keep it on beam with Upstart.
And I gotta tell you, my driver Bobo wouldn't use anything else. You're back with the Mac on the Galaxy's #1 radio station.
Hero Factory FM.
Hero fans, you've no doubt seen it on the Hero News Network or read about it on the front page of the Intergalactic Hero Tribune. Von Nebula and his henchmen pillaging the peaceful quadrant of Deltari. They attacked without warning and stole the Universal Heritage Site's precious reserves of Palomino diamonds. Von Nebula and his crew cut communications before entering Deltari, so no recordings of this incident are available. However, producers from the Hero Factory TV show Space Cops have put together a reenactment of the attacks, which they'll be airing on their show next week. Let's take a listen.
Cops in space. Cops in space. Space cops.
Oh no, Von Nebula and his goons. They have come to take our precious Palomino diamonds.
It is I, Von Nebula, and my goons, come to take your precious Palomino diamonds. Ha, ha, ha.
Run for your lives.
Cops in space. Cops in space. Space cops.
Wow. I'd heard the ratings had dropped recently, and now I know why. Anyway, joining me in the studio, in a first for Hero Factory FM and the galactic broadcasting community, a special agent from the highly secretive intelligence division of Hero Factory, Hero Recon Team. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
So, special agent of the top secret Hero Recon Team. What should I call you?
You can call me Smith.
Smith. Right. Sneaky. That's like your secret identity for when you're out in public, yeah?
No. That's my name.
Oh.
Hero Recon Team may specialize in intelligence and covert hero ops, but the villains in general public, they know we exist. We like to think that the moment they've realized we've been around, we're already back at headquarters. So we're secretive, but we're not that secretive.
Okay, and where exactly is Hero Recon Team headquarters?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, but of course. So, the threat level for Von Nebula and his crew has gone through the ionosphere after the Deltari incident. What can you tell us about this galactic menace? Is Hero Factory any closer to catching him?
We're on to several leads at the moment, and we have Recon team members out in the field at all times collecting intel. Obviously, I can't talk about the leads we're following, but I can share with your listeners our latest mission files on Von Nebula and his crew. We think it's important that the public is aware of the dangers this character and his crew present.
Let's roll the tape.
Actually, it's a disc.
Then let's roll the disc. Can you roll a disc?
The following Hero Factory villain and monster files have been declassified in the interests of public safety. Villain number 7145, name Von Nebula. Status update. Previously known as Von Ness, Von Nebula's history with Hero Factory stretches back several years, but more detailed files are classified. Sources link Von Nebula with a malevolent tribe, though this remains unconfirmed. Villain number 7147, name Explode. Visual description. Red and yellow with dangerous spikes. Explode is armed with a meteor shooter and spiked club. Status update. Explode has a taste for munitions and large-scale incendiary devices. If confronted, he will retaliate using his explosive spikes. Villain number 7162. Name Rotor. Visual description. Black and orange frame, helicopter jetpack. Status update. Rotor's jetpack doubles as a quick-release biohazard gas shooter. Exposure to the gas causes internal rapid systems deterioration. Villain number 7156, name Corroder. Visual description, green and black with razor-sharp claws and cranial horn. Status update, Corroder attacks using corrosive acid launchers. However, his claws should not be discounted, inflicting most damage at close range. Villain number 7148, name Meltdown. Visual description, yellow and black frame, cyclops eye, and green tentacle. Status update, slippery and poisonous. Meltdown fires radioactive waste from toxic waste canisters. Maintain the height advantage in any confrontation. Villain number 7157, name Thunder. Visual description, gray and black and formidable in size. Status update, incredibly powerful. Thunder possesses a destructive claw which immobilizes and crushes victims. No metallic compound is immune.
Whoa, that's some serious stuff. I gotta tell you, I'm a little spooked knowing that these guys are out there. So, Smith, how long before you... Smith? Oh, he's gone. Well, that's the Hero Recon team for you. They don't stick around for too long, but make sure you stick around, because we'll be right back after this.
Power
Power Core. Get refreshment on the go with new Power Core mobile vending pods. Just hit the Power Core button on your dash screen and one of our pods will come to you wherever you are. Power Core, the official drink of Hero Factory, now in new Hydro Cherry flavor.
Hero Factory
Yo, Hero Factory, I'm Chris. I really like Team Alpha, and I wish they could work with those kids. Hey, Olivia, what's up? How's it going? This is David speaking to you for the Hero Factory hotline. Thank you and good night. Hero Factory rules.
And that's another episode all wrapped up. On the show next week, we'll be talking to, well, an unsung hero of the factory, Natalie Breeze. One of the most talented and gifted rookies the factory has seen for a long time. We look forward to having her on the show. You'd have to be a Zonneborn brain slug to miss that one. Until then, this is DJ Mac Megahertz, signing off.
Hero Factory. It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Pra você. The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization.
All hero music.
All hero talk.
You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
Wrap yourself in your gravity lounges, people, because the Mac is back. And you're listening to the best radio show in the universe, as voted by the readers of Vintage Audio Equipment magazine.
Hero Factory. It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
Not that it'll come as any surprise, but we have a massive show coming at you today. An unsung hero of the factory, Natalie Breeze, is joining us to talk about life as a hero rookie. She'll also be playing us a recording from her own personal mission log. It's sure to make for another crackerjack of an episode, so stay tuned or stay...
Hero Factory FM.
Preston Stormer, Duncan Bulk, Will Furno, Jimmy Stringer, household names around the galaxy, and fine ambassadors for Hero Factory. But what about the female heroes who every day risk systems and pistons in the defense of the galaxy? Heroes like Virginia Wake and Emmeline Blast, veterans of several hundred missions. Or decorated team leaders like Janie Zero, Sam Mercury, and Veronica Sprint, still operating today and most likely out on missions as we speak. It's not uncommon for many of the almost 140,000 female heroes to be overlooked in favor of their male counterparts. Well, my next guest is someone who many believe is going to change all that. Natalie Breeze, with her lightning-fast reflexes and unique air powers, has proven herself to be one to watch. Natalie Breeze, great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Mac. It's good to be here.
So, Hero Factory, is it really just a big boys club?
I think to outsiders it may seem that way, but inside we're all just heroes. I don't get treated any differently. Stormer pushes me just as hard as Furno and Surge.
But as you were telling me just before we went on air, you actually beat Stormer in a foot race on Sarazan 8.
I can't believe you just said that.
Ah, Stormer never listens to the show. You'll be fine. What's that?
That would be Stormer. Audio mail. This should be interesting.
He excited you're on the show?
Excited is a word.
Yeah? What'd he say?
I can't really repeat that on the radio, but basically, I'm dead.
Ah, come on, Stormer. Give the kid a break, you big lug nut.
I wouldn't say that if I were you.
Trust me, Stormer and I go way back. He's a teddy bear.
Okay.
So, in another galaxy-wide exclusive for Hero Factory FM, I believe you've brought in a recording from your mission log.
That's right. Each hero has their own mission log, which pretty much records every moment of the mission. When we get back to the factory, we submit our logs, and they're analyzed by mission managers, designers, sometimes Hero Recon team.
Oh, we had Smith from Hero Recon team on the show last week.
Who? There's no Smith at Hero Recon team.
Huh?
So the recording I brought in has been cleared for broadcast. It's from a mission I was on 2 months ago with Alpha Team. We were tracking fuel smugglers on the Faraday Belt. There's a high level of electrostatic energy in the region, which is why there's interference on the tape.
And let's roll that tape.
Number 1 here. Keep it tight, rookies. Your isosceles formation is starting to look like a rhombus.
Sir, it's the Stormer. Doesn't a rhombus have 4 vertices?
This is Stringer. Kid, if the boss says a rhombus has got 3, then it's got 3. What's up, Rhombus?
Breeze to Stormer. I'm picking up low-level activity on my tracker.
Roger that, Breeze. Furno, you copy?
This is Furno. I'm getting the same reading, sir.
Affirmative. Positions, heroes. I smell smugglers in the wind. I smell burgers. Target acquired. 12 o'clock. Hit 'em high, heroes.
Watch out. They're coming round. I don't think they like us firing at them, boss.
We need to disable their engines.
They're almost on top of us. Breeze, come in. What are you doing? Give me cover. I got an idea.
Okay, get back.
I just need to get inside the...
Whoa! What happened?
Sorry, Mac. That was all that was cleared for broadcast. The rest is still being analyzed.
But you can't just leave us hanging like that.
Well, we all made it out okay, obviously.
Yeah, but how did you stop the smugglers?
I may have had something to do with it. Like, maybe I used my dual boomerang to take out their thrusters. But, like I said, it's classified.
Can't you get it declassified? We need to get it we need to get that thing declassified.
Sorry, Mac.
Well, whoa! As the switchboard goes crazy, I guess all we can say is, Natalie Breeze, pleasure having you on the show.
Cool, it was fun.
And we'll be back with more after this. You gotta give me the rest of that tape.
This Makuhira City weather report proudly brought to you by Bragg's Meteor Shields. Visit our new Grand Park store this weekend and receive a free shield quotation for your property.
Ooh, a chilly commute into work this morning. Just 122 expected, but things should warm up after lunch with a top temperature of around 216. Expect showers later in the week and the chance of solar flares heading into the weekend, but all in all, fairly standard weather for this time of year. This is Leonard Pell from the Makuhira City Bureau of Meteorology, and I'll be back with further updates later in the day.
Makuhira City Weather Report is proudly brought to you by Bragg's Meteor Shields. Endorsed by the Galactic Weather Association, Bragg's Meteor Shields are guaranteed to protect your property from all types of meteor showers and astral storms.
Not including metallic polarized asteroids or tektites larger than 5 inches in diameter.
Cover yourself with Bragg's.
And you're back with the Mac on
DJ Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
What'd I tell you, Hero fans? Quite the show, huh? Well, let's round things up with a few letters from the mailbag. The first one is from Tito Box of Sliwa. Tito writes, love the show. Can't wait to see Hero Factory the musical. Well, Tito, you should probably get out more often. Next up is Petrinka from Jupiter Valley. I got family in Jupiter Valley. Anyways, Petrinka writes, where's Zib? Those made-up phone calls he analyzes are really funny. What is it with the made-up phone calls? Look, people, seriously, hand on my core. I swear, we do not make these things up. We just open the lines, you guys do the rest. Seriously, give it a shot. 1-888-4 Hero Factory. Make a call. Tell me I'm lying. The last letter is from a PS from right here in Makuhira City. PS writes, when I get out of the refitting chamber, I'm going to rip your arms off. Oh, I think I know what PS stands for. Well, that's all we have time for today. Next week, a huge show, but I gotta go. This is DJ Mac Megahertz signing off.
Bobo, get the pod! Hero Factory! It's Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM. Pra você. The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization.
All hero music.
All hero talk.
You're tuned to Makuhira City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
You can't keep a good DJ down, Hero fans. Not even when he's been forcefully disassembled by a Hero Factory team leader. This is the Mac. I'm back. And you're hot-wired into another episode of the Galaxy's favorite radio show. Recently awarded the Golden Mike Award for, best advertisements.
Wake up to Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
On the show today, we got Zed Clickstart, Natalie Breeze, Professor Nathaniel Zib, and your letters from the mailbag. Such a packed show, I can barely move in here. Touch that dial at your peril, Hero fans. You're tuned to DJ Mac on
Hero Factory FM.
Sunday night on Hero Factory TV, it's the finals of So You Think You Can Be a Hero. Can young Toby make it through the Galactic Munitions Disposal course?
I did it! I did it!
Will Dan complete the treacherous Acid Swamp Obstacle course? Does Justine have what it takes to defeat the fearsome meltdown?
Get it away from me!
Relax, Justine. It's a simulation. You're in a dream sphere.
I don't care! Turn it off now!
And do any of the contestants have what it takes to get past the judges?
I'm telling you, kid, you do that on mission, you're gonna get hurt.
How do you know I'll get hurt? You don't even know what I'm capable of.
Give the kid a chance!
Yeah, give him a break, Stormer. If you pull that on one of my missions, I'll be the one who's gonna hurt you. Shut up!
So, you think you could be a hero? 9 p.m. Sunday Central Galaxy Time on your all-hero network. Hero Factory TV.
And if anyone knows how to put the hurt on, it's Preston Stormer. Believe me. You're tuned to the galaxy's hottest radio station.
Hero Factory FM.
Professor Nathaniel Zib coming up shortly. But first, we're going to cross live to our old friend Zed Clickstart. Who thought we'd hear from him again? Zed is on his way back from Arcula 116 with Epsilon team. Zed, you actually made it through a mission without getting crushed, engulfed in flames, or torn to pieces.
Right you are, Mac. Acting team leader Gil Driver and his men were brilliant in their capture of the brutal Arcadian sand snake. I even helped load the creature into the cargo hold of the pod ship.
Impressive stuff, Zed.
And to celebrate, we're going to do an honorary flyby of the assembly tower.
Buzzing the tower. Well, you enjoy that, Zed.
I certainly will. Thanks, Mac.
Zed Clickstart there, in one piece. A change of fortunes for the intrepid reporter. And we'll be back with more after this.
On Hero Factory FM.
The Macahero City Traffic Report, proudly brought to you by Troutman's Megastrobes, your best solution for exo peaking.
This is Tip Montrose in the Hero Factory FM hoverpod. Rush hour traffic is moving slowly along the Easton, Broad, and Horncastle expressways. A minor accident involving a tow truck and turbus full of mimes has reduced traffic to a crawl on the 6 West, but a view of the skyline from our position here next to the assembly tower shows traffic moving in an orderly fashion. Except for what appears to be a hero pod ship that has broken formation, possibly heading out on mission. It's moving erratically, dipping and weaving in between pods and heading straight for my hover.
Troutman's Megastrobes, proud sponsors of the Macahero City Traffic Report. With the widest range of seaboards, frats, and detrenser blocks, Troutman's has all your exo peaking needs covered.
From a frat to a seaboard or your crotch pins. Exo peak with Troutman's.
Exo peaking. I don't know how those guys do that. You're back with the Mac on the galaxy's #1 radio station. Let's take a look at some letters now. And quite a big response to our interview a few weeks ago with avant-garbage filmmaker Tibor Terrell. Here's just a few of the comments we've been enjoying. I close my ears and I still hear those songs. Make it stop. Furno and Breeze. Can I get a bucket in here? Nice one. I personally took off my headphones when Furno's and Breeze's love interest was mentioned. Hey, I hear you, buddy. And finally, this one here. I'm hoping Stormer, Furno, and Breeze call up to complain about the musical. Well, you're in luck, listener. With me now in the studio is hero rookie Natalie Breeze. Breeze, a lot of chatter about Hero Factory, the musical. Specifically, your supposed romance with Will Furno. Care to comment?
I don't know what to say, Mac. I mean, just because I'm a girl, people think I'm automatically a love interest. First of all, I don't sing. It's not me in the musical. And did anyone bother to ask me if I was interested in Furno?
Well, are you?
No.
What about Serge?
Please, I'd rather have my Athlon sockets exo-peaked.
I gotcha.
Listen, I became a hero to battle evil and protect the galaxy. I don't have time for romance and certainly don't have time for Mr. Terrell's twisted imagination.
Okay. Well, thanks for setting the record straight, Breeze.
Well, it's me thanking you, actually.
Good to talk to you again.
It's been a pleasure.
Natalie Breeze, telling it with ease. Certainly not a hero you want to mess with. Let's take a break.
Professor Nathaniel Zib, analyzing Hero Factory.
Hey.
Emergency
Jason, look at
hotline
me.
call of the week.
You can slice it, dice it, patch it, scratch it, do whatever the heck you want with that thing. That jingle is just no good. I never want to hear that again. Okay. Professor Nathaniel Zib, long time no see. Any mutant pandas or galactic clowns harassing the good citizens of the galaxy lately?
Always plenty of clowns out there, Mac. But today I want to discuss fake calls to the factory's emergency hotline.
Oh, we covered that a few weeks ago. It's all sorted out.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, let's roll the tape then.
I would like to report a weird dinosaur monster thing, like a penguin with camel head that breathed fire with squid tentacles for legs.
Dinosaur monster that looks like a penguin with a fire-breathing camel's head and giant tentacles. Sounds pretty straightforward to me, Professor.
Oh, the Warrior is certainly a real creature. It's just that it hasn't existed for at least 600 light years. Environments that allowed it to survive are no longer present in the galaxy.
Okay, I was not aware of that.
I was in the forest, and this monster jumped out and scared the living cows out of me.
What's the problem with that one?
You don't think there's anything slightly implausible about live cows exiting the body of a human boy?
Yeah, I guess.
And then there's these ones.
There's a massive blue monkey in my backyard who keeps eating the flowers.
Broccoli. Feeding me broccoli. I hate broccoli. Hello, this is Sergeant Pickles Hill. Save us! Save us! I'm unaged. Goodbye.
Been attacked by a big monster. It grew out of my socks because they were so dirty. Ah!
Yeah, okay, I get it. Not too many monsters growing out of dirty socks these days, huh, Professor?
There were never any monsters growing out of dirty socks.
Well, I think some mothers out there might disagree with you, but I take your point, Professor. So what do we do about these pranksters?
Nothing.
Huh?
I just wanted to play them on air. I think they're hilarious.
Well, I thought they were a nuisance.
Oh, no. We screen all calls coming through to Hero Factory, so it's very easy to determine which ones are fake. I was, in fact, putting on a little joke of my own. I was, as they say, pranking you, Mac.
Wow, you're a real funster, Professor. Okay, then. Here's a challenge for you, Hero fans. Forget authenticity. The most entertaining calls to the hotline will be played on the air.
I don't think that's such a good idea, Mac.
No. Professor Gigglesworth here loves a prank. So the most creative, funny, outrageous calls through to the emergency hotline, no cursing please, will be played right here on Hero Factory FM.
Really, Mac, I don't think that's
1-888-4-HERO Factory is the number to call. So get to dialing. And that's another show all wrapped up. On our next program, I'm getting out of here. Don't worry, Hero fans. I ain't leaving you. I'm bringing ya. I'm just going mobile for an exclusive tour of Hero Factory. It's a special episode my producer has called Mac on the Move. Great name, but unfortunately not enough to earn him a pay raise. Particularly with those jingles. Hey, them's the breaks. So make sure you two...
The Galaxy's hottest radio station, broadcasting from inside the Galaxy's hottest evil-busting organization. All hero music. All hero talk. You're tuned to Makahiro City's #1 hero mix station, Hero Factory FM.
Stepping out of the comfort zone and into the mobile zone, Hero fans. Your favorite DJ has gone mobile for this very special edition of DJ Mac in the Morning.
Hey, where's Mac?
He's not there.
He's there, everywhere except in his chair. He's Mac on the move.
I'll try and ignore that pathetic attempt at a musical sting and launch straight into what is our biggest show ever. Yours truly, DJ Mac Megahertz, is on the move, taking a tour of the mighty Hero Factory. It's access to all areas, from call center to core chamber on the Galaxy's greatest radio station.
Wake up to Mac in the morning on Hero Factory FM.
When it comes to busting bad guys and eliminating evil, nobody does it better than Hero Factory.
Giant three-headed rats? What giant three-headed rats?
Our town is no longer a monster's toilet.
We don't have any problems whatsoever.
They cleared up my acne.
If you have a villain or monster problem you can't handle on your own, why not call Hero Factory? Servicing over 27 quadrants, Hero Factory is the Galaxy's only choice for vanquishing rogues and reprobates.
Hero Factory FM.
And You're back with the Mac, and the Mac is on the move. We start this very special tour of Hero Factory at what is, for most people, the front door of the organization, the Hero Factory call center. With me is the manager of the call center, Sherman Leonard. Sherman, it's certainly a hive of activity in here.
Oh, yes, Mac.
That's great. Leonard here has
Sherman
hooked us up on the switchboard, and we're going to tune in live to an incoming emergency phone call. So, Hero fans, let's get to the phones.
Hero Factory, please state your emergency.
You gotta help me.
Hey there, caller. This is DJ Mac Megahertz.
Sir, that's against official...
And you're live on the air on Hero Factory FM.
What? Really?
You better believe it, friend. Where are you calling from?
Terex?
Really, I have to insist that...
Leroy, relax. So what are you calling about today, listener?
I'm getting my supervisor.
Mutant pandas are crazed rampage through a village. They...
Again, with the mutant pandas. I tell you, they're relentless, those things. So, caller, you listen to Hero Factory FM much?
Get off me, get off. Yeah, I suppose.
What's your favorite part of the show?
Ouch. I don't know. The ads?
The ads. Ah, come on. Next caller.
Mr. Megahertz, I'm sorry, but you'll have to leave immediately.
Yeah. Ads. Can you believe that guy? Well, buddy, if it's ads you want, it's ads you gonna get. Good luck with the pandas.
Power Core! New Power Core Exo Shots are the fastest way to get maximum refreshment without breaking your day. Simply load the Power Core Exo Shot canister into any frame point and enjoy turbo boosts of delicious Power Core every 30 minutes. Here's what one Power Core fan has to say about new Power Core Exo Shots.
I love Power Core Exo Shots! Woo!
Power Core! The official drink of Hero Factory, now in new Astral Pine flavor. Hero Factory
If the call center is the ears of Hero Factory, then where I'm standing right now is most definitely the brains, Mission Control, where the greatest minds in Hero Factory manage and monitor every hero mission. With me is Mission Manager Sturgeon Pinhead. Really, your last name's Pinhead?
What's strange about that?
Well, nothing. The first thing you notice in the control room is the giant screens hanging at the one end of the room. These provide information on all the teams currently out on mission, galactic threat levels, as well as footage from top priority missions. On the floor, managers are huddled around consoles, monitoring the progress of individual missions. You would expect this place to be much more chaotic, but everything seems to run with calm efficiency.
No, Mr. Megahertz, that was very eloquent of you.
Well, you know, I'm not just another loudmouth on the radio.
Why, of course not. Sorry.
Hey, it's Professor Nathaniel Zeb. Yo, Zeb, what's up, buddy? Woo, woo. Yeah, Zeb. Oh, guess he's busy right now. So, Pinhead, what's going on in the galaxy?
We're currently monitoring close to 1,200 missions.
How did you end up with a name like Pinhead, anyway?
It's my family's name. I come from a long line of pinheads.
No kidding.
Most of today's activity centers around the Tarax system, probably...
Oh, I just spoke to a guy from the Tarax system.
Yes, we know. Fortunately, before you hang up on him, we managed to pinpoint his coordinates and send a team out to assist.
Yeah? Well, great talking to you, Pinhead.
Oh, you think so? Well, thank you.
My next stop is the famed assembly tower. To get there, I'll take one of the transport chutes at the edge of the control room, which will send me there at lightning fast speed. I just step inside like this and... Woohoo! Whoa! Hey, what's going on? I seem to have gotten a little stuck here. We'll be right back after these messages. Jason! Call maintenance!
The hottest mix of heroes and hits on Hero Factory FM.
Have you recently called Hero Factory only to have the hero team show up too late to save your property? Have heroes caused more destruction than the monster they were sent to fight? Or was the villain terrorizing your city banished only to return a few weeks later? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you should consider joining the Anti-Hero Factory League. Our members are concerned galactic citizens dissatisfied with the service they've received from Hero Factory.
The heroes came to remove an enormous comet slug from our yard and completely destroyed my wife's prized petunias. Disgraceful!
We were meant to take our holiday at the Dilatari Quadrant, but Hero Factory heroes closed down the main wormhole for security reasons. Something about an exploded star. Totally inconsiderate.
Suffer no more the careless actions of Hero Factory heroes. Join the Anti-Hero Factory League today and take back your galaxy.
Anti-Hero Factory League? How did that get on the air? Well, anyway, Hero fans, I'm sorry to say that I'm still stuck in the transport chute just outside of Mission Control, but I'm assured that tech crews are on their way. In the meantime, we're going to cross to the assembly tower where Hero Factory FM's announcer, Trent Mulligan, will continue our tour. Over to you, Trent.
Thanks, Mac. I'm here in the assembly tower where heroes are constructed.
Yeah, they already know that, Trent.
And we're here with the tower manager, Boz Freeman. Boz, you manage the construction of heroes here at the assembly tower.
That's right, Trent.
Fantastic. Great to talk to you, Boz. And let's cross over.
No. Trent, you gotta ask more questions. Like, ask how long it takes to put a Hero Factory hero together.
Boz, how long does it take to put a Hero Factory hero together?
This guy.
From scratch, approximately 1 to 2 minutes. Refitting a hero, on the other hand, takes only a few seconds. We actually have a hero in the tower about to be refitted. We'd like to watch.
Say yes, Trent.
Yes, Trent.
Okay, then. Fire it up. What's happening now is that the old helmet, armor, weapons, and gadgets are removed. They're replaced with brand new parts specific to whatever mission the hero's been sent on. And then we scan the new elements for faults. And there you have it. The hero is now ready to ascend to the core chamber to have his or her hero core charged for mission.
Trent asked to see the core chamber.
I would like to see the core chamber.
Well, that's a restricted area. Only key personnel are allowed in there.
Oh, okay.
Trent, push the man.
What are you doing?
I'm pushing you.
Not literally, you galactic clown. Look, just throw to a break.
Boz Freeman, great to talk to you, and we'll be back with more Hero Factory FM after this.
Is somebody gonna get me out of here?
Hero Factory FM.
Well, as I slowly rust in a transport chute, that's another episode all wrapped up. So many things still left to explore in this wonderful building, but they'll have to wait for another time. Next week's show is our final episode, where we'll take a look back on some of the highlights of the year. With any luck, I'll be back in the studio for that one and not stuck in this stupid, little, small, giant water slide!
Hero Factory, it's back in the morning on Hero Factory FM.